Good morning, dear students. Today, in Environmental Studies Part 2, we will be learning chapter number 5 Evolution of Mankind. In the previous lesson, we learned that the primitive man evolved from apes. The next step for humans was learning to use their hands effectively to make tools. The species of humans who could use their hands skillfully is known as the skilled human. The first evidence of this species was found in the border region between Tanzania and Kenya in the continent of Africa. The scientist Louis Leakey discovered this species and named it Homo habilis. He found some tools made by them beside their fossilized, means besides their remains. In Latin, homo means man and habilis means the one who uses his hands skillfully. Homo habilis could stand on 2 feet and walk. His spine was slightly bent and not quite erect. His brain was bigger than that of the apes, although his face and limbs were somewhat similar to theirs. The stone tools made by Homo habilis were not useful for hunting big animals. They had limited uses such as scraping meat from the skin of dead animals or breaking bones to get the marrow. It shows that Homo habilis was forager. It means one who goes from place to place in search of food. He ate the leftovers of animals that had been hunted by other animals. It is possible that he hunted small animals and gathered eggs, wild fruits, and roots to eat. Now, the second stage of evolution of mankind is Homo erectus. Homo erectus marks an important stage in human evolution. Erectus means the one who stands erect. Hence, the name Homo erectus. Compared to Homo habilis, he had a more developed brain. Humans of the Homo erectus species lived in groups. Homo erectus must have seen wildfires. They knew about fire. It is likely that Homo erectus had learnt the technique of fetching the burning branches of trees to use that fire. During his time, most of the earth was covered with ice sheets. Therefore, the climate was extremely cold. Homo erectus could survive in that extremely cold climate because he had learnt to use fire. But he had not yet mastered the technique of making fire. Tools made by the Homo erectus were more developed and symmetrical compared to those made by Homo habilis. Homo erectus made tools like the hand axe. Remains of Homo erectus have been found along with his tools in the continent of Africa, Asia, and Europe. Now, let's learn about the third stage, that is Homo neanderthalensis. It means Neanderthal man. One more stage of development in human evolution is Homo neanderthalensis. He was physically big and strong. He is commonly known as the Neanderthal man because his remains were first found at Neanderthal, a place in Germany. His brain was more developed than that of Homo erectus. The Neanderthals primarily lived in caves. They made tools out of big pebbles as well as from the flakes scraped off from them. Such tools were fixed on a bone or wooden shaft to make weapons like the spear, axe, etc. The Neanderthals hunted big animals. They used scrapers made from stone flakes to scrape meat from the hide of dead animals. They used leather clothing. They were mainly meat eaters. They ate meat roasted on fire. They knew the art of making fire by rubbing sticks of hard wood on each other or by striking one flint stone on another to obtain sparks. It is likely that the Neanderthals had developed some artistic skills. Some scientists believe that they also communicated with each other by producing grunts and other primary sounds. However, it is not known whether they had a developed language system to express their thoughts with the help of words. When a member of the group died, the Neanderthals buried tools, horns, etc. along with the dead body. Also, they applied red ochre. Ochre means red color natural clay to the dead body before burying it. It indicates that the Neanderthals had established some rituals of burying the dead. In the course of time, some groups of Neanderthals left Africa and migrated up to the continents of Europe and Asia. Naturally, they had to face a different environment. They had to adopt new ways of living and finding food. Therefore, they went on modifying and improving the tools that were essential in their life. However, the improvements in tools took place over thousands of years. Now, the remaining part of the lesson we will be learning tomorrow. Till then, bye.